Hey everyone, nice to see you again. Welcome back. Today we're just going to move through another 15-minute stretch and mobilize session. So let's get started. Find a comfortable cross-leg seated position. You'll notice I'm up on a bolster. You can use any sort of height that you have available, cushion, block, whatever it might be, to just give your hips that little bit of extra elevation. And we'll start to move right away. Let's inhale, and with that breath in, just stretch the arms all the way up overhead. Spread the fingers and try to elongate and grow and lift the body upwards towards the sky. Exhale, bring the hands all the way forwards and all the way down. This time we'll open out to the sides and upwards with that breath in. And just feel the way the ribs expand, they lift, the trunk lengthens. Good. Exhale, forwards again. And then last time, either forwards or outwards is fine. Inhale. Stretch it, come up tall. Great job. Interlace the fingers and just stretch up a little bit longer with a little bit more activity for 3. Allow the breath to flow. 2. And 1. Release the interlaced fingers here and fold the body forwards. Stay on the tips of your fingers. And just gradually see how far forward you can reach, feeling that length, that elongation in the trunk, in the spine, while you keep the hips grounded down on top of the bolster or the cushion. And just take a few nice deep breaths here. Think length, think space, think release. Well done. And then make your way all the way back up. Swing those arms up high and release them down. This time we're going to set them down behind us. You're going to either set your fingertips down. If you have a bolster or cushion, you can also sit the hands on top of that. And just start to roll the shoulders back, draw the elbows in, and push into the floor to get that chest opening. Draw the shoulder blades together, gaze up towards the sky. This is option number 1, pause 5 breaths, or to go a little bit deeper, lift the hips up now and ground the knees down, hips forward, chest lift, still gazing up to the sky. Let the breath flow. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring those hips all the way back down to the ground or to the blanket, the bolster or the block, whatever you have beneath. Let's change the cross of the legs from here just to keep things even, and let's flow with the arms again. Inhale, flow the arms up, keep the sitting bones grounded. Arms help the body to lift and extend upwards. Exhale those hands forwards and down. Inhale, swing the arms all out and up. Again, feel the ribs expand, the spine lengthen. The lifting sensation in the body. Exhale, hands forwards and down. Lucky last time. Inhale. Good. Join the hands, interlace, and a little bit more of an active stretch, an active pulling action. Lifting the body up with the effort of the arms. 3, 2, 1. And with that length, we fold all the way forwards onto the fingertips. We keep our sitting bones grounded. And we just soften the forehead towards the ground. Okay. Breathing here, and your version of this fold might not look like this. You might be a little bit higher up, somewhere here or even somewhere here. That's still perfectly fine, just as long as you're lengthening the body in that forward direction. Start to come back up, wave the arms up with the in-breath. Exhale, hands down on the out-breath. Choose your option, hands to the ground or to the bolster. Shoulders roll back, elbows in. Lift the chest up, gaze up, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Option to pause and hold here, breathe. Or to lift and come into a little bit of a deeper version. Sending those hips forwards, grounding the knees, lifting the chest a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Place the hips back down. We'll remove whatever support we have behind us now, whether it's a block, bolster, or blanket, and we'll release ourselves from that cross-leg position, and we'll just set ourselves up like this. Soles of the feet grounded to the width of the mat. Hands behind again for support. Roll the knees to the right, just like a set of windscreen wipers. Roll the knees to the left. just like a set of windscreen wipers. And just let the hips flow. So don't feel like you need to keep the hips grounded as you're moving in this way. It's perfectly fine for one hip to lift up while the other one stays grounded. And we just allow the thighs to roll around on the inside of the hip socket. Okay, just lubricating, mobilizing, and getting a little bit more fluid through this area. All right, let's pause now with our knees over to the right side. So here I am, my knees are over to the right. I'm going to sit up a little bit taller and I'm going to twist. So both hands reach around to the back of the mat. I turn my chest to face the back of the mat, and then I'm going to crawl those hands outwards, staying up on the fingertips again. And I'm going to stay for 5 breaths here. So it's quite a nice spiraling twist all the way up through the spine. It's usually a nice unwinding, unraveling sensation here. And then we crawl those hands back up again. And we roll the knees over to the left side, and we do the same thing. We twist around, face the back of the mat, square the shoulders, and then we crawl those fingers forwards. Good, starting to give us that feeling of lengthening, unwinding, unraveling, and we keep letting that breath in. Okay, bring it back, all the way back to the center again. Those feet are about hip width apart. See if you can lift yourself up into a squatting position. Just make any movements that allow you to sort of get a little bit more settled into the squat. And then when you're ready, sink the hips down. Try to lift up tall through the spine, through the chest, and up through the crown of the head. Now, if a squat's challenging position for you, you can always put some extra height underneath the heels. Okay, something like this. That would just make it a little bit more accessible for you to sink into. Lovely, nice job. And then we're going to place those hands down. We're going to keep returning to this squat, and we're going to add bits and pieces as we do. Step both feet back, downward facing dog. Let the legs remain bent while you use the arms, shoulders to press the floor away, and just establish that feeling of length in the spine, in the trunk, in the torso. And then we're going to roll our heels to the right and just sort of stretch out and feel long through the left side of the body. And then we're coming back to the center again, and then we're rolling those heels over to the right, letting the hips sort of swing over to we're rolling the heels to the left this time, and hips over to the left, and we're stretching out through that right side of the body. We're coming back to center. We look forwards, and we're going to step that left foot to the front of the mat. Come up to fingertips, or give yourself some sort of height. Okay, here I am again. I don't have blocks, I've got a bolster, but it can still be used. Or we can just go to the ground with our fingertips, okay? Soften into the hips, get a little bit closer to the ground, but keep that back leg strong and active. Exhale, straighten out through the front leg, and see if you can send the upper body into a little bit of a fold over that front leg as it straightens out. Bend, back leg stays strong. Okay, feel that resistance through the right hip flexor. Good, straighten out through the front leg, add the upper body fold. And just flow a few rounds. You find the right depth for your body. You start to feel where your restriction and resistance arises within these two movements, and you just start to explore that as you breathe. A little bit of a dynamic expression of movement for the body. Good, and then lucky last round, as we straighten out through that left leg, we're going to pause, and we're really going to engage through both legs now to stabilize us. Right fingers or right hand to the ground. Again, block if you have one. Inhale, swing the left arm forwards and up. It's a rotation through the upper body. Exhale, swing it back and down. We do a few rounds. Inhale, forwards and up. Exhale, back and down. Good, let's do 3 more. Well done. Last one. Good. Both hands find the mat again. Let's step back to down dog. For one breath, let's just press and lengthen. And then let's step forwards and do the same thing. Right foot at the front of the mat. So we're bending that right leg. We're letting the hips get closer to the ground, but we're staying active through the back leg. And then we're slowly straightening through right leg. Just letting the upper body take a bit of a fold. And then we're bending right leg again, dropping into the hips. But remember, back leg stays very alive and very awake. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do one more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, this is the one where we're going to just take a moment to stabilize, stamp down through the feet, stay strong through the thighs, find the balance, find the support. Left hand stays down on the floor or on a block. Inhale, right hand forwards and up, the rotation. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forwards and up. Exhale, back and down. Take your time with this. 3 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Nice work. Place those hands down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Just for a moment. And then let's return to this squat position. So we're back here again. Sink down into the hips. Try to find that lift, that length in the spine. And again, if squatting's challenging for you, you can just stay as you are. Maybe join the hands and connect the elbows, guiding those inner thighs outwards. Or we'll explore some movement here in our squatting position. So we'll see if we can internally rotate, bring right knee towards the floor. Good, bring it back up and then change left knee towards the floor. And if the knee's not getting all the way to the floor, that's completely fine. You might just be getting somewhere here before the restriction arises. And that's fine, okay? The body needs time to start to open up and mobilize. That's the whole point of this practice. So take your time with that. Nice. If you need a break at all, you take a break, okay? Find that squat position again. One more little movement in this squat. So I'm going to shift the weight over onto my left side, left hand, left foot. Notice my left heel lifted off the ground. That's fine. Right hand to the inner right thigh. I'm going to pulse it out 5 times. 1, and sort of roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center again. I bring the right hand down this time. Shift the weight to the right foot, right hand. And then left hand, probably can't see at that angle, left hand at the left inner thigh, just guiding it out. 1, in pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's back to the center again. Nice work. Let's bring those hands down. Let's step ourselves back into a down dog just for a brief stretch. And then let's drop down onto our knees. Tuck the toes under. Sit yourself up into this toe squat. I think we've visited this a few times already in some of our sessions. All right, from here, bring both hands to find the heels. Okay, so you can feel how you can quite comfortably reach for the heels with both of your hands. But we'll let the right hand be free, and we're going to start to do a few dynamic camel movements. So we're inhaling, we're lifting the hips, pushing that left hand down through the heel and swinging the right arm across the body, upwards and then backwards. And we're focused on lifting the chest up, pushing the hips forwards, and then exhale, coming all the way back down. So we activate, we push the front of the body forwards, curl the right arm around, and then reach it up and back. Exhale, come down. Let's do 3 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Last one. Inhale. And And exhale, bring it all the way back down. Let's do the other side. Right hand, right heel. Left hand is now free. Press those hips forwards. Good. Swing the left arm around. Press right hand against the right heel for support. Lift the chest. Exhale, come all the way back again. Okay, so sort of sounds like a lot. There's a lot of instructions happening there, but once you get the feel for it, it'll feel quite natural and quite good in the shoulders, in the back. Good. Keep going. A few more rounds. And last one. Lovely. And release. Bring yourself down. You can untuck those toes and just find yourself a kneeling position and just sit upright for a little while now. If you want to move the shoulders after that, go ahead. If you want to take a few gentle releasing twists to the left or to the right, you go ahead. And otherwise, that'll conclude our session for today. Thanks very much.